Lifers Podcast. Get with it or get forgotten.
Last Saturday, not last night, last Saturday, the main event was Blaydes and Volkov. I went to bed early. I didn't really care to see the whole result, but he literally spoke into existence. He was going to take him down and ragdoll him. So he warned us ahead of time.
He said what he was going to do, and he did it.
And it sucks because he's an exciting fighter, but he chose not to be.
It was right. You're kind of playing. He played the strategy that he knew was going to get him the dub. He gassed out though. If you saw, it was bad. And Volkov started putting it on him. If Volkov just had any takedown defense, he probably could have won that fight just by strictly.
He was out there with like your enemy.
He just could not keep him off of him. And shout out to Blaydes for being able to keep on imposing as well, even as exhausted as he was. Because if we've noticed in all these fights that have happened recently, and most recently in the fight night with Dustin, you could see some of these guys just their takedowns just drain the shit out of them. Doesn't matter how in shape they are, it takes a lot out of you.
Yeah.
So,
where does Blaydes go from here? Rosenstrike or Gus?
Rosenstrike's fighting Dos Santos next.
Yeah.
I would like to hope that Dos Santos takes that win. But he's also creeping on age.
Blaydes has never fought Lewis, right?
I was thinking that too.
No. And I feel like maybe Michael Bisping might have said that during the commentating.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, what's unfortunate for him is because he's lost to Francis, who I guess we could say is most likely going to be the future champ. I think we can all agree on that.
He's at least the vice champion right now, and as long as he's there, it's going to be hard for Blaydes to get a
and that's all dependent on, right, if out of Cormier and Stipe, right, there's a trilogy fight. If they, Cormier most likely is going to retire, especially if he wins. So that's going to be the belt, which will fuck up the UFC even worse. But then you think about, if let's say Stipe does win, most likely he'll want to defend it again.
I think Stipe
and maybe that would be the
retires.
opportunity for
I
Blaydes.
think Stipe retires, win or lose.
He is creeping up in age. I didn't even realize that. We've been watching him for so long.
Yeah.
I mean, he has not much legacy after the DC fight, to be honest.
Yeah, like if he can beat DC again, like I feel like he should call it.
He could, yeah.
Here's my dark horse for the heavyweight division, and he's going to prove it with Werdum, Gus.
Mm-hmm.
If Gus dominates Werdum, he's going to have a career resurgence, and there's going to be a lot of problems for him in the heavyweight division.
Now, do you think if Stipe wins, right, obviously he's going to fight Francis, do you think that if he beats Francis twice, that'll cement his legacy even more, that he topples this big wave again that's getting all this hype? Because if they fight again, most likely he might be an underdog, which to me would be, I think, disrespectful to Stipe. But he might be the underdog in that fight. Yeah, bro. I think Stipe's going to beat him again.
To be fair, I mean, I think Ngannou has made the adjustments and has leveled up since their last fight. But hypothetically speaking, if Stipe beats DC and Ngannou, greatest heavyweight, hands down.
Right, hands down.
For sure. Yeah.
Right.
Unless Francis goes on
around just for legacy.
Right.
I don't see him trying to come back and fight Francis if he gets past DC. He could retire there and still be considered
one of the greatest. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, so if that happens, right, then
what's the interim?
If the belt's vacated, right, DC, Stipe gone, they're retired, and then you have Francis. Obviously, who's he gonna fight? Because it's not gonna be Blaydes again. They're not gonna.
It probably wouldn't even be Lewis again.
Because that was a snooze fest.
It was horrible.
They don't want to take that chance.
They don't want to take 6 or 5.
They don't want to take that chance. So it's kind of like up in the air. Maybe Gustafsson gets a shot just from the
Gustafsson fight Francis, he'll die.
Come on.
Yeah. But I'm saying, like, who would people want to watch Francis really knock out at this point? Besides John Jones. At this point, it's not going to happen.
John Jones.
Battle shot.
Right? So it's like, what another division that's kind of up in the air after that fight? Like, it's kind of like, fuck, what do you do? How do you matchmake at that point? That's where Dana.
I'm gonna try to see if I can pull up the heavyweight rankings.
It's very shallow, I'll tell you that. Just like the flyweight rankings. And the women's bantamweight rankings. I made a statement today.
Oh no! Yeah, I saw that.
I personally believe that Ronda could be top 3 after Holm, Durandamy, and Nunes. You know what I mean? Like, I think she could beat the rest of the division.
Ronda?
And I was getting shat on for it.
And
Yeah,
also, if Ronda could take Durandamy down, she'll definitely submit her. That's like guaranteed.
Yeah.
I think Holly still beats her.
Now the problem is, if she's this old Ronda,
it's a big.
The confidence is gone, and you saw that.
But then again, look who she fought though. It's not like she lost to like a.
No, she didn't.
Sarah Murphy from Aspen Ladd, you know.
No, bro. I promise you now. Holly Holm, Amanda Nunes, and that's the only two people she lost. They're both gonna be Hall of Famers.
They're literally number 1 and number 2.
They're gonna both be Hall of Famers when it comes to the UFC.
Because I thought Holm beat Durandamy, so.
All right, so I pulled up the heavyweight rankings real quick.
Yeah.
They got DC at 1, Francis at 2, Blaydes at 3. So yeah, I think that Blaydes Francis thing might be a thing.
He's so.
And then you got Lewis, Jr., Rosenstruck, Overeem, Volkov, and Harris.
What is your guys' opinion on champions moving up a weight class and getting instant title shots and jumping all 15 rankings? That blows my mind. I mean, Connor did it.
If they're the champion,
Henry
it's
Cejudo.
Okay. What really upsets me is when like a champion loses, then they change weight classes, and then they just like automatically slide into like the top 5. Yeah.
I feel like it has to be financially motivated, right? I mean, they're thinking because they were the champion that they can still get the amount of eyeballs, hopefully the pay-per-view buys that they need to make money. So I mean that's and I guess depending, because like you got a guy like Aldo who
that blows my mind.
Lost that fight, but because he was promised the fight with Henry Cejudo, because Cejudo called him out, Dana White thought it would be right by them, that they would be doing right by him by Jose, which shout out for them to show a little bit of loyalty to him.
Yeah.
Even after loss, even they promised him a fight that it couldn't happen because of the pandemic. Now they can make a fight happen for the title. It just won't be against Cejudo. They're giving him that opportunity still. So I mean, and he's one of the better featherweights that it was their first featherweight champion who held the belt for how long?
Still, my opinion, the greatest heavyweight champion. I mean, statistic-wise, you have to defend
featherweight.
Yeah.
Featherweight. Yeah.
That's what I said,
well,
right?
I mean,
you said heavyweight.
Sorry, bro. He's very small heavyweight.
No, for sure. He's definitely still the best featherweight there's ever been.
I mean, given that Max has knocked him out twice, but I think it's the title defenses and the reign.
Exactly.
For sure. I think Holloway's coming up close if he can beat Volkanovski. And
Holloway would be my number 2 for sure.
No,
he's right there, I feel like, you know.
Catapults past Connor, too.
And
I don't take Connor seriously.
And think about it, too. Max is only 28, bro. Like,
I thought he was older. I'm not going to lie. I thought he was older.
So he still has, those early 30s.
Yeah.
Like that season.
He's still kind of right. Yeah, he's still got plenty of time.
Kind of scary to think about. But 45 stacked. You guys see that Emmett and Burgos fight? Emmett's no joke.
Oh my goodness.
The guy literally gave up his knee to win a fight.
Well, that was on the fight as well, right? That same card.
That was the co-main event.
Event, right?
I believe. I haven't watched Burgos much, but that guy definitely stood out.
I love Burgos.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. He has good head movement. He's got really good boxing. I love watching him fight.
He didn't seem to have the head movement during the fight, though.
I agree.
In the second round, he was.
If you watch some of his other fights, he slips way better. He moves way better. But it wasn't here for the Emmett fight. Why that was, I don't know. Maybe he's working on something new.
Emmett spams overhands, and
I said that.
But I mean, he's got some power, and I can't imagine if he didn't have like a limp knee, he probably would have clipped and knocked him out.
Yeah.
Which blows my mind.
Burgos has a kid too, because Burgos ate so many shots.
Both made a lot of shots.
He wasn't moving side to side. It seemed like in a
but like Burgos wasn't throwing 100% power.
Not power.
Emmett was trying to take his life, and he was eating him for the most part.
And it just blows my mind because in the rankings, Jeremy Stevens is right behind Emmett, and Stevens did some dirty things to Emmett when they fought.
Yeah.
But that's just like the toss-up when you see a Stevens fight,
Yeah.
The confidence of being a fighter, just knowing you just got to land this or even this, like once or twice, and all you got to do is just knock out the person. Like that's pretty confident.
Yeah, that's Francis. That's a Francis mindset.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I mean, technicality-wise, like when he fought Rosenstruck, it wasn't.
It was terrible. It was terrible. Yeah, it was terrible.
We can't say anything because he got the job done.
Right.
But
you don't need technique if you land.
I was just gonna say, but look at how quickly he decided that he didn't respect his power, because Rosenstruck's known for knocking out people too. Like he hits hard too.
Yeah.
Just not on that Francis. I mean, granted, I guess you could say all heavyweights hit pretty damn hard, not for the
exactly.
most part.
So.
But man, Francis is putting he just hit harder, man. And
that was the one thing I was telling people before the fight happened. I was like, yeah, you can knock people out, but like you're not doing what Francis is doing. Francis is separating life. Like it's different. It's different.
He sends people to orbit, bro.
That uppercut was 100%. My coming out party for Francis when he uppercut over him. I always think he power.
That's his head. I thought he died. His head snapped.
No, for real. Hard. Like straight up, like it's like clack.
It's like a decade of your life in a punch,
bro.
I was just hoping he got up. No cap.
Right. I mean, bro, that guy's taking some, and he keeps doing it, man. He's definitely and I know Dana White said that it ain't a career to be in the UFC, but Overeem's made a career of fighting in the UFC.
I respect Overeem. Any vet that can have as many fights as he had, go to as many gyms as he goes to keep trying to improve himself. Like, there's so many fighters that don't do that they would benefit from that. Yeah. But Tyron Woodley, I was just talking to my brother today about Tyron Woodley. I was like, man, needs to change it up. Because if he wants to continue fighting, you can't do the shit you've been doing.
Well, he's 38, I think.
He's
Tyron
close to 37.
But if he thinks he's probably still championship material, but you can't stay at the gym there. He's not.
Is he at Rufus Sports still?
He goes between Rufus and ATT.
Yeah, with Dean, right? Entity is Dean Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean,
something's got to change. I think Edward would have put the things on him, to be honest.
But is it something that has to change, like training wise, or does he just have to stop all the extra bullshit?